What is up, everybody? So as of today, we have solicitations for May 2021 for DC. I thought there were some interesting books that are coming out, some first appearances, maybe something that you might want to pick up, or you might be interested in picking up, and some things I'll be picking up. And yeah, there's a bunch of solicitations, so I'm not going to stop through every one of them and go through every one of them, but just the ones that I thought were important and I want to pick up. Just because if I did go through every single one of them, you'd be trying to watch this video for about 2.5 hours, which is nobody wants to sit through a movie of me just talking, right? Okay, so first up we have Mr. Miracle, The Source of Freedom, #1. Looks like Shiloh Norman, I think. This is written by Brandon Easton, so I think it is. Yeah, Shiloh Norman. Okay, so you have spinning out of the DC future state, the story of how Shiloh Norman became Mr. Miracle. Of Tomorrow Starts Here, the Mr. Miracle show used to be the hottest ticket in town. Whether you caught him on stage escaping from perilous traps or spotted him on the streets of Metropolis taking out bad guys, what Shiloh Norman forgot is the first rule of show business and superheroing always leaves them wanting more. Now it's time to start showing what Mr. Miracle can do. So, okay, so we have Shiloh Norman continue on as Mr. Miracle. Like I said, I know a lot of the DC Future State books did probably better than DC expected, and it looks like this is one of them. If you like that storyline, which was, I think his first appearance was in Future State, the Superman of Metropolis, wasn't really interesting to me, but apparently it wasn't interesting to enough people where they're going to continue that story and continue to build this character. You see him in when Jonathan Kent uses Kandar technology to bottle the city Metropolis to save it from brain cells. You see Shiloh Norman inside of that bottled city and defending the city while it's in the bottle. So if you like that story, this might be something for you. Next up, we have Wonder Girl #1. So we knew this one was coming. Yara Flor, of course, the new Brazilian Wonder Woman. She had a lot of hype behind her when she came out in Future State Wonder Woman #1, which was her first full appearance. So if you're interested in getting that, you might be able to still find maybe second print copies or maybe a couple first prints if you're lucky. Yeah, like I said, we knew she was coming. I personally got a few copies myself of the first appearance of her. So yeah, Wonder Woman A cover and cover B. So written and drawn by the one woman wrecking crew of Jolie Jones, and you have, it looks like, a minimum order 250 copies by Raphael Grandpa, which I think that's a team variant, not quite sure. And you have the 1 in 25 variant by J. Scott Campbell. If you're looking to invest in this book, that might be the one to go to. J. Scott Campbell has a huge fan base and depicts particular women very well in some of his books, his covers, in my opinion. So yeah, another Future State book. The story of Flor Starts Here, raised in the far-off land of Boise, Idaho, long way from Brazil, I guess. Yara Flor has always felt something was missing in her life, and now she's headed to Brazil to find it. Little does she know, her arrival will set off a series of events that will change the world of Wonder Woman forever. Her return has been prophesied, and with that prophecy comes the undivided attention of benevolent gods from pantheons beyond. Okay, so continuing the story of Wonder Woman, you're going to see, like I said, them continue to build her character. And moving on, we have another Future State book. So yeah, you can see that, you know, the DC and the direction they're going with Future State and everything spinning out of it. So you have, looks like Red Hood on the cover, Jason Todd, cover A and cover B. Cover B looks like I'll be picking that one up, maybe both covers. I love this cover B. It's very simple. So yeah, it looks like if you were following what's going on in, I think it was the Dark Detective storyline, where you see him and Rose Wilson working together. They seem to have turned on the Bat family and start working for the Magistrate. Obviously, Jason Todd brings, they have this Dead or Alive. Alive is Jason Todd bringing them in alive as Red Hood, and you have the Dead, which Ravager, which is Rose Wilson, bringing all the masks in Dead. So you have the Dead or Alive theme going on there. It looks like they're going to be continuing that in this storyline in Gotham City. So yeah, I'll be picking up that book as well. Legends of the Dark Knight #1. I don't think I'll be picking this one up. You have a ton of Bat-centric books. Oh, but look at, you have Terry McGinnis right here. Batman Beyond. Wow, that's interesting. And then you have the beautiful, I think this is Ricciardo Federici cover. It looks like an incentive because that's what they've been doing. 1 in 25. Yeah, 1 in 25 Ricciardo Federici. Digital first. So it looks like this will be available digitally first, and then maybe physical copies will come later. A new player has arrived on the scene of Gotham City and is selling deadly chemicals to the worst villains in town: Mr. Freeze, the Penguin, and even the Joker. So it looks like we'll be getting a first appearance of another villain. Milestone Returns Infinite Edition number 0. Probably won't be picking up that. Moving on, you have DC Festival of Heroes, the Asian Superhero Celebration. Not sure if I'll be picking up that either. I don't think I will. Moving on, Stargirl Spring Break Special number 1. I think this is written by Jeff Johns. Yep. Courtney Whitmore's spring break plans aren't like your average high schooler. Instead, hanging out with friends, she's hanging out with adventure with her stepfather, Pat Dugan, aka Stripe, and teaming up with the former team of the Seven Soldiers of Victory. So Jeff Johns, I guess I'll be picking up that because I like his stories. Not really a big Stargirl fan, but with anything Jeff Johns is writing, I'm picking up. And you have a little in the star, a little question mark, so it looks like there'll be a new character in this one as well. So that will be interesting to see. Next we have Justice League Last Ride number 1. Don't know if I'll be picking up that one either. Written by Chip Zdarsky. He's a good writer, so maybe I'll actually, it's digital first, so it looks like it'll be coming out digitally before physical. So yeah, hardcover Batman Earth number 1, or Batman Earth, Jeff Johns. I'm not picking up the hardcovers. Keep moving forward. So Action Comics number 1031. Okay, so this is a book I definitely be picking up. You got the A cover and the B cover, and written by Philip Kennedy Johnson. So like his writing, pretty excited to see where this one goes. It looks like Warworld Rising Part 2. After a war-torn battleship escapes Warworld and makes this perilous journey to Earth, Superman searches for answers about the identity of mysterious Ref Geese. I don't know if that's spelled right, and their apparent link to the planet Krypton. Could there be Kryptonians in the universe? Meanwhile, Atlantean scientists study the wreckage of Warworld's vessel. But I thought that Warworlds happened in the future, which is kind of confusing me because I thought that was a story that's written in a future point in time. It looks like they're going to be exploring that more, which is interesting. So Superman number 31 we have written by the same writer. I'll be picking up this one as well. The One Who Fell Apart, Part 2. Thought to have been defeated long ago by Superman and his allies, the ancient Shadow Breed have returned in a horrifying new form, and Superman's oldest ally has been assimilated into their ranks. Okay, so is John and the besieged new Thackermite leader search for the key that will help them defeat the creature. Superman returns to the site of his first historic victory over the Shadow Breed in an attempt to warn the Thackermites of the incoming threat. So it looks like we'll be getting a new first appearance somewhere in here, I guess, is what it seems like. So definitely be picking up that book regardless. Not picking up American Vampire. I know that's written by Scott Snyder, one of my favorite writers, but not interested in the book, sorry. And Batman number 108. Okay, so if you're reading James Tynan's newsletter, you already know who this is. And this is going to be Miracle Molly. And she's stated before that this is going to be her first full appearance. So if you're interested in that, this is the book to pick up. It looks like we'll be getting a cameo or something in Batman 106 of this character, so that might be another book to look out for. I gotta imagine or assume, look at that B cover, it's beautiful. Imagine or assume that this is going to be a highly printed book just because of the hype again of a new female character. And you have the pencils here by again Ricciardo Federici, which is absolutely beautiful. I love this one. And you look at her right eye. It's all blacked out. Same thing here. Same thing it looks like there. So you got a new character with a nice little design here. Something that interests you, written by James Tynion, and you have the 1 in 25 cardstock, so that might be the go-to if you're looking at investing in this book. Batman goes undercover to infiltrate the transhumanist gang known as the Unsanity Collective and learn about their sudden appearance in Gotham. And what nefarious plans does Simon Saint have for Arkham Day survivor Sean Mahoney? So if you're reading Future State Arkham Day, I think they're referring to as A Day, which is referred to I think in Nightwing #1 and Dark Detective #2 in the Red Hood storyline. I believe what it is. So they were calling it A Day, so now we know it's Arkham Day. Obviously something happened in Arkham. We don't know what that is yet, but how does it connect to the Magistrate? And in a part 2 of the action-packed, bone-rattling Ghostmaker backup story. So Ghostmaker, you've seen him, is James Tynion's creation, a newer character. He's going to be continuing on in the Gotham mythos, running around in Gotham City. Can our hero stand up to the horror of Kid Kawaii? Plus the debut of a mysterious Miracle Molly. So it looks like, I don't know who Kid Kawaii is. Looks like that might be a first tier, but we do know for sure Miracle Molly will be a first tier, so that's available May 4th. Definitely going to be picking up multiple copies of this, trying to get my hands on the 1 in 25 if it's there's a reasonable price I can find out there. Batman Black and White, there you number 6 it looks like. I'll be picking up this one. So yeah, we're going on to Batman the Detective #2. I think the original solicitations for this were Batman the Dark Knight. It looks like they changed it to the Dark Detective. This is 2 of 6. So I'll be picking up this one, but like I said, there's so many Bat-centric books that are coming out. I have to kind of choose and pick which books I want to read, but Tom Taylor, one of my favorite writers, so I'll definitely be picking that up. The team writer Tom Taylor and artist Andy Kubert continue their epic adventure. Batman's European adventure continues as the mystery around the organization known as Equilibrium deepens. Okay, so just as the enigmatic villains, and why are they out to erase the Dark Knight's legacy? So I'll be picking up this. It looks like we'll be an introduction in issue #1 of this organization known as Equilibrium. So #1, if you haven't ordered that and you're interested in ordering that, you might want to make sure you get that in before final order cutoffs. Batman Catwoman #6. Tom King kind of lost me on his run on Batman, so I'm not following this one. Won't be picking that up, but there you go. If you want to, you have cover A, which you have the Phantasm on, and cover B, you have Catwoman. All three of the main characters on there. Which is a variant cover by Jim Lee and Scott Williams. So Jim Lee fans, there you go. If you want to cover B, the Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries. Look at that. You have the animated series style kind of Joker on there, which I love the way that he's depicted in that story. I won't be picking up this one just because I have to pick and choose which books I want to pick up. Looks like it's digital first anyways. So moving on, Batman Superman #18. Continuing on, you have the A cover and the beautiful B cover. Who's that drawn by? The B cover, Simone Bianchi, I think is how you say it. Love his artwork. It's a beautiful cover. And this one I'll probably be picking up to see where they're taking it. The Dark Knight and the Man of Steel are on a mission to stop the godlike Auteur.io from destroying the pocket worlds he's created. But where on earth did Auteur.io even come from? I don't know if I'm even saying that right. The answer starts not on Earth at all, but with an ancient cult of World Forger worshippers on a planet far away. So it looks like, I'm not sure if we've seen this character before, but if we haven't, looks like this will be another first appearance. Maybe to look out for. So I'll be picking that book up for sure. Batman Urban Legends. I've been picking up this book, but continue to pick up this book. I love it. Look at that artwork. How can you not? You have Red Hood on the cover, all bloody and battered. And you have the B cover with Grifter and Batman on here. And you have a C cover with Batman. It looks like A cover is my favorite so far of what I've seen. I just love the artwork on that. So I'll be picking up that. Written by Chip Zdarsky, a slew of writers. Cover art by Eddie Burrows, Ryan Benjamin. So you have a slew of artists on this one too. Cover by John Romita Jr. Okay, the B cover looks like David Marquez, and the C cover is Simone Bianchi. Well, it looks like they got these mixed around. I think this is Simone Bianchi once again. Yep, that is. And okay, the mystery around Cash Cole and Halo deepens as Batman takes a more active role in investigating the man known as Grifter. But other villains in Gotham have begun to notice what Grifter is set up. And they're about to attempt an assassination. How long can the unlikely team up between the dynamic duo last? Okay, so I'll be picking up that to see where that one goes, or continuing to pick it up, I guess. So Catwoman number 31, I'll be picking up this one just because of the writer, Ram V. I love what he's done with the character and the writing, his writing style. So you have the B cover, looks like Jenny Frison. Looks like that's a Frison cover. I'm not sure. We'll see. Yeah, Jenny Frison. And the regular covers by Robinson Rocha. If you haven't read Ram V's Catwoman, go ahead and do that. He introduced, I believe it's the alley. I can't remember what he calls them. It's blanking my mind right now. Whoever he's calling her new team, which is the Alley Cats, I think. I can't remember. Sorry, it's blanking my mind. Catwoman and Shoes have created Mr. Roy's home art gallery opening, but they aren't there to nick a Klimt or Monet. No, they're after the newest addition to Mr. Roy's esteemed collection, a large test tube containing poison ivy. But how did Pamela get in this predicament in the first place? What was done to her, and why does she seem different? Okay, so I'll be picking up that one regardless. Challenge Super Sons. I was waiting for the Super Sons to reappear in DC since Brian Michael Bendis took over the Action Comics Superman line and aged Jonathan Kent up. Really didn't like what he did with the character, and I love the storyline of the Super Sons, so it looks like we'll be continuing here. I'll be picking up these ones because I'm a huge Super Sons fan. Written by Peter J. Tomasi. Love his writing and loved what he did originally with the first run on Super Sons. So I'll be picking that one up. And we have Crime Syndicate number 3. You have the A cover here. I might be passing on this one. B cover. I love this artwork, so I'll probably be picking up the B cover just for the cover alone, and then read the story, see where it goes. So Babs Stars on that B cover looks like. I'll definitely be picking up that one. A covers on Finch. I love Finch's artwork. Looks like with the Crime Syndicate forces combined, for the first time, seeds are sown to change the world forever. But before this can happen, Ultraman, Supria, Johnny Quick, Atomica, and Emerald Knight must survive a final battle with the biggest sorrow of them all and each other. Plus, Earth 3's Alexander Luthor makes his debut. Okay, so it looks like we have a first appearance here of Earth 3's Alexander Luthor. So that might be something to look out for if you just in the business of picking up first appearance or spec game. There you go. Batman Detective 1036. Let me take a short break right quick so I can grab some water, so hang tight. We're back. It's taking me a little bit longer than anticipated to get through some of these books, but nevertheless we are back where we left off with Detective Comics 1036, and you have the A cover right here with Batman and Huntress on the A cover, and you have the B cover right here with Batman on the cover. It looks like a Bermejo cover. Yeah, it is. So cardstock by Lee Bermejo, and you have the same creative team, Mariko Tamaki and Dan Mora. Obviously, Mariko Tamaki is writing the book, art by Dan Mora. So this is the same creative team from Dark Detective Future State. So if you like that book, you might want to continue on and pick this book up. So yeah, it looks like there's going to be a May 25th release date with a price point of $4.99 and 40 pages of story. So Batman vs. Huntress, as the Dark Knight delves into the mystery of Sarah Worth's murder, the only witness who truly knows what happened that fateful evening is Batman's only hope to clear his name. Okay, so there we go, Batman. You have the Batman book right there, and next is The Flash. I haven't been picking up The Flash since Joshua Williams stopped writing. So nevertheless, The Flash number 770. You have the A cover right here. And you have the B cover. So this is written by Jeremy Adams, art by Jack Herbert, who's on the next Batman Arkham Knight storyline. So if you like his art, that's what you can look forward to. And this book is going to be releasing, it looks like, on May 18th at a $3.99 price point with 32 pages of story to tell. So dropped into the battlefields of World War II, Wally West continues to search for a way home. So that looks like it's going to be the premise of the story. Now you have Green Lanterns #1. You have cover A and cover B with the new Green Lantern. That's in the Future State Justice League here. So Green Lantern #2. It looks like this is going to be available May 4th with the $4.99 price point again, with 40 pages of story to tell. Written by Jeffrey Thorne, art by Dexter Soy, and a guardian of the universe lies dead, and the universe teeters on the brink of war as the summit of the United Planets and the Green Lantern Corps fall into chaos. An even bigger threat looms. Jon Stewart reassigned to his role as ambassador, a surprise appearance by one of the newest Green Lanterns may be all that stands between the Corps and oblivion. So yeah, you have the new Lantern, Joe Molnier, if I think that's how you spell your name, appearing in this book. So if that's interests you, you might want to pick up this book. I follow the Green Lantern, so I'll be picking up this book. Next up you have Harley Quinn #3. You have the A cover here with Harley. It looks like Harley on the cover, and what's his name, Dr. Hugo Strange. Sorry, it was blinking me. So you have Hugo Strange and Harley on both the covers, cover A and cover B. It looks like a Derek Chu cover. I'm a sucker for Derek Chu covers, so definitely be picking up this one. Weird little theme that they got going on the B cover. Written by Stephanie Phillips. She's the same person that's writing Harley Quinn Future State. So if you like that story, it might be something to consider when thinking about picking up this book. It's going to be released May 25th at a $3.99 price point with 32 pages of story. So Harley Quinn here, still narrating my solicit text. My war of wellness with Hugo Strange kicks into high gear this issue, and things are gonna get ugly. Hugo is about to send his right-hand man child, Lockwood, Arkham Asylum's most sadistic guard, after Kevin and me at our first support group meeting. Folks, some things in this world are sacred, and I am not going to stand for this. Hugo Strange never picked a fight with someone like me before, and he's not going to like the results. So this is what you have to look forward to. Next up, the Joker #3. I'm super excited for this series. So I'm picking up all these issues and probably picking up all these covers. As you can tell, I'm a big Joker fan. So this is the A cover you have here with Joker just lounging around. Looks like, and the B cover. Wow, look at that B cover, man. You have the Joker card and his eye still missing from the Joker War, it looks like. I love this B cover. This is going to be definitely one I'll be picking up multiple copies of. And you have the C cover here with Punchline on the cover and Joker. And it looks like you have a James Gordon incentive cover, looks like by Riccardo Federici. So yeah, 1 in 25. So you'll have the 1 in 25 variant. If you're looking to invest in this book, obviously the 1 in 25s are the go-to because they're going to be a little bit more rare, unless of course you have store variants, which has become quite a popular thing nowadays. But so written by James Tynion. Like I said, if you read his newsletter, you already know what's going on in the story. For the story, the hunt for the Joker is underway as Jim Gordon heads to a remote part of South America to run down a lead and comes face to face with the clown prince of crime himself. So it looks like we're going to be taking the story to South America. The mystery around A-Day, which in earlier solicits we see in Arkham Day, deepens, but not before an attack by the bloodthirsty Samson family. So I'm looking forward to see the Samson family. It looks like they're going to be new characters showing up in this series. So hopefully, like I said, if you read James Tynion's newsletter, he brings us up in the Samson family that he's writing. And in the Punchline backup story, Punchline has to face off against the Queen of Spades, New Muscle, or Orca. So at the same time, Bluebird's investigation at Punchline Alma Mater takes a dark and horrifying turn. So it looks like we might have another appearance. I'm not sure if this is new character Orca. Might be something to look out for. Regardless, I'm picking up this book regardless. This will be available May 11th at $5.99 price point and 40 pages of story with the backup story of Punchline. So there you go. Justice League number 61. I'll be picking up this story written by Brian Michael Bendis, even though not my favorite writer. I pick up Justice League and collect Justice League, so looking forward to what story. I guess not really looking forward to it, but I'm going to be picking up and reading it regardless. So you have the A cover here, and you have the B cover here with Naomi, and you see the presence, and we know CW has greenlit a pilot for Naomi, and obviously you see the direction DC is going again with this character. You see them moving towards more female-based characters and diversity in their heroes and villains alike. You have the A cover right here with Naomi on the cover, and cover B right here with Naomi also on the cover. By Cowl, I think is how you say, and this book will be available May 18th at a $4.99 price point with 40 pages of story to tell. So yeah, the new Justice League is trapped on a world devastated by superpower war, and Brutus hungers for a new home of his own on our Earth. With their powers gone haywire, the League must fight their way out of a post-apocalyptic Thunderdome of depravity and desperation. So it looks like we'll be getting that, even though we see a different Justice League team in Future State. Not sure what direction they're going with the Justice League, but it looks like we'll have two different teams of the Justice League. So like I said, this is one that I'll be picking up. The next book looks like is a Looney Tunes book. Yeah, Looney Tunes 260. Don't pick up those books. Mad number 20. Don't pick up. I don't follow Mad stories. This will be June 8th at a $5.99 price point. The Man Bat. I haven't been reading that one. Haven't been following that one, so I'm going to be passing on that one. But that is going to be released May 4th at $39.99 price point and 32 pages of story for anybody interested. And then we go to the next Batman's Second Son number 2. I think this was a digital release first, and now it looks like we're getting physical copies. So you have the A cover right here and the B cover. Look at that B cover though. What is that? Francisco Martina looks like art, and cover by Doug Brainwright. Yeah, Francisco Martina. There you go. So written by John Ridley. I think he's the writer on the next Batman number 1. So if you like his story, this might be something for you. It's going to be released May 4th at a $4.99 price point and 40 pages. 40 pages. Oh, actually, this is digital first, so looks like we'll be getting this digital. But this continues on with the storyline of the Fox family from the pages of Future State, the next Batman, and Batman comes the untold story of Lucius Fox, second son. Tim Fox is struggling to find his place in the family after having been gone so many years, and his younger brother Luke won't let him forget it. So it looks like we'll be diving into a little bit of his history, because we don't know. He just reappears in the next Batman number 1. We don't know where he's been or what he's been up to in the meantime, so it looks like we'll be getting a glimpse into that. Nightwing number 80. I'm going to be picking up this because Tom Taylor's on writing duty. I love everything Tom Taylor's doing right now. So you have the A cover here with Nightwing on the cover, and you have the B cover here with Nightwing again on the cover. It looks like this book is going to be released May 18th at a $3.99 price point and 32 pages of story to tell. So written by Tom King, yeah. And Dick Grayson's always had a big heart, from protecting those persecuted by bullies in his youth to combating evil alongside Batman and Robin to pledging his newly inherited wealth to enriching Bloodhaven as Nightwing. His kindness and generosity have always guided his life, but now a new villain stalks the back alleys of Bloodhaven. So it looks like we're going to be getting a first appearance of a new character. So this might, if you're speculating, this might be a book that you want to look at buying. Who is the terrifying new menace named Heartless? So Heartless, it looks like it's going to be this new villain, So yeah, like I said, if you're interested in spec worthy, something spec worthy wise, this might be a book that you want to get. Nightwing. The other history of the DC universe, I haven't been following this. I'm not picking this one up. Robin number 2, here we go. Flatline. We know her first appearance is going to be in Robin number 1. So if you're specking on that, Robin number 1, I think the 1 in 25 is going to be your go-to. But this is continuing the story of Robin, and it looks like his tournament. So you have the A cover there with Robin and Flatline on the cover, and you have the B cover here, which is, this is a very, very nice B cover. Although I think everybody's going to move towards this because Flatline, this new character, is on the cover. But nonetheless, I'm going to be picking up both of these covers, but the B cover just looks stunning. So who is that cover by? Francis Manipool. Okay, so the B cover by Francis Manipool, and this book's gonna be released May 25th at $39.99 price point and 32 pages of story. After the shocking events of Robin number 1, Damien has learned the deadly rules of Lazarus Island the hard way. Now he must prove that he belongs in the tournament and uncover its secrets. But his only ally is the daughter of one of the greatest enemies, Ravager, in this tournament. So it looks like we'll be continuing the storyline of the Mortal Kombat S type of storytelling, with the story revolving around the tournament. So if you're interested in that, I'll be picking this up. Probably multiple copies of that. Rorschach number 8, moving on, is something that I'm not following right now. Again, Tom King kind of put me off. He lost me with the Batman story that he told. So there's the A cover, and there is the B cover. This is going to be released May 11th at $49 price point with 32 pages of story to tell. And yeah, so you have the Justice League number 2. Not picking up that one. Sensational Wonder Woman number 3. I won't be picking up this one just because I have a full list of books that I'm already picking up. This is going to be released. Sensational Wonder Woman number 3 is going to be released May 4th at a $3.99 price point and 32 pages. Strange Adventures number 10, another Tom King book that I'm not following. If you are, this is the A cover, and this is the B cover you have here, and this is going to be released May 25th at a $4.99 price point of 40 pages. So next we have the Suicide Squad number 3. You have the A cover here. Looks like you have the new Suicide Squad with Talon right here. And look at that B cover. You have Red X on the cover. So there we go for you Red X fans. I know he first appeared in, some will say, Teen Titans Go number 23, but in Future State he appeared in blanking my mind right now, in Teen Titans Future State number 1. He appeared in the last page, and you see him talking throughout the book. So some might say that's a cameo, but if you really look at first appearances, that's the very first time you see him. And then you see him appear a lot in Future State Teen Titans number 2, and he's actually unmasked in that book. We still don't know who he is, so the mysteries continues. And it looks like he'll be having to do something with the Suicide Squad. So that cover B is probably one I'll be picking up multiple copies of, just because the character's so hot and I like what they're doing with them. So a crossover with Teen Titans Academy. Okay, so Teen Titans Academy. Task Force X finds a new target, and it leads the clandestine team right to Teen Titans Academy. The devious and driven Amanda Waller continues her quest to form a more powerful squad, and the next on her list, the Teen Titans' new speedster, Bolt. But the mysterious Red X gets in the way. So you see mysterious Red X jumping into multiple books, and this one's going to be released May 4th at $39 price point with 32 pages of story. Next we have the Teen Titans Academy. I'll be following this whole series. Number 3 is coming out, so you have the A cover here, of course, with Red X again on the A cover. And the B cover, you have Red X once again, so he's the hot character right now, so they're gonna ride that horse as long as the horse is will walk. Written by Tim Sheridan, same writer on and same writer on Future State Teen Titans, same creative team actually. So you have the art by Rafa Sandoval. A crossover with the Suicide Squad. Hunted by deadly Task Force X, the new students of Titans Academy will have to grow up fast or risk losing one of their own even faster. Why has the Suicide Squad put a target on the new Speedster Bolt back? And why is in its charge on Titan's Island is Amanda Waller's team of villains being led by the mysterious Red X? So it looks like, yeah, it looks Amanda Waller's team of villains being led. So it looks like Red X is on the Suicide Squad. That's interesting. So we have yet to see where Red X goes, because we've only seen him in 2 books so far. Very interesting take, I think. So this is going to be available May 25th at $3.99 price point with 32 pages. So Superman Red and Blue, I'm not going to be following this one, but there is the A cover and there's the B cover, and it looks like there's a C cover. So beautiful artwork nonetheless. Not going to be following that one. That's going to be released May 18th at $5.99 price point with 40 pages story. Next we have Swamp Thing number 3, which I will be following. I love what Ram V is doing with Swamp Thing. If you read Future State, that was one of my favorite books. I never followed Swamp Thing before, and it just impressed me so much that I'll be following it. So there's an A cover right there, and the B cover, you can see the beautiful artwork. And yeah, written by Ram V. This book is going to be released May 4th at $39 price point with 32 pages, reeling from his battle with the Pale Wanderer. Levi Kamala seeks the true nature of transformations. So, like I said, Ram V is writing an amazing story. He wrote an amazing story for Swamp Thing Future State. I'm going to continue to see where he takes this character. It has my interest, and definitely be buying him. So Truth and Justice number 4, I won't be following this one. It looks like you have, this is cover A, you have Red Hood on the cover, Robin, Joker, and Batman on cover A. It looks like there's one cover, digital first. So this will be May 18th release at $4.99, 40 pages. So Wonder Woman, next is Wonder Woman 772. I follow Wonder Woman, so I'll be picking up one of these, one copy of this. So you have the A cover here, and then you have the B cover here, a beautiful B cover. I love the B covers that Wonder Woman has. They have spectacular artists on those covers. It looks like Joshua Middleton will be returning to the B covers. So this is going to be released May 11th at $49 price point with 40 pages. So Wonder Woman may have outsmarted the beasts of Asgard for now, but nothing has prepared her for what's to come. Diana's darkest self has emerged as a new opponent, and she'll need help from an unexpected ally whose connection to thunder has inspired many a tale. Thor? Okay, so we'll see where they go with that story. Looks like that's going to be interesting when she's coming, now that we're coming out of Future State. So something of note you might want to pick up. So yeah. Okay, so it looks like that's the end. Thank God. Don't know how much more longer I could have talked. So what will you be picking up? I'm interested to see, what you'll be picking up, what you might think is spec worthy, maybe something I missed. Just let me know. So yeah, there you go. Hope you enjoyed.